What's up, gamers? Today, we're going to be looking at Major Oswald, which you can get from the new quest line as soon as it comes out within the next week. You can get it right now from the collection book if you use one of your hero vouchers from Ventures or when they gave them out from a year plus ago. In this video, we're going to be looking at how he performs and the best build for him. There are a lot of different builds for him just because Warcry has so many standard perks and whatnot. It's really simple, it's really flexible, you can change this build how you like to suit your own playstyle. But before we get into the video, I want to say, I'm not uploading as much as I did, like a few months ago, just because there's not a ton to make videos on, so I do really appreciate all the support, and we recently hit 400 subscribers when I'm just not active at all, and we're still growing. I don't know how, pardon, when we're not even uploading. It's great, and thank you so much for that. So if you can subscribe right now and like the video, it would mean so much to me, and yeah, let's get in. So, Major Oswald, Soldier, brand new, getting from the collection book. His standard perk is Warcry stuns enemies within its range by 30% for its duration. If you use its commander perk, which we're going to be using in this video, you additionally affect enemies. They will take 25% increased weapon damage. I don't think I got my words out right there, but you kind of get the gist of it. You can read it yourself if you want to pause the video. Yeah. It's really cool. It's one of the more interesting Warcry perks that we've seen, especially recently. Like, we haven't got a ton. Like, the shockwave ability, that's what it's called, right? I'm not sure. The shockwave ability has got a lot of love recently from the pirate soldier, a few more before that, but we don't see much from Warcry anymore, so it's really cool that we get to see this from Major Oswald himself. So the build we're going to be going with is this exactly. You can pause the video or listen to me explain it through. So obviously for the commander we have Major Oswald. For the team perk we've got Happy Holidays, which reduces our ability cooldowns by 40%, stacks independently from other cooldown reduction perks. That's important because we're also going to be reducing the cooldown in our support team. We then have Spores of War. Warcry grants 25% chance for each shot to cost no ammo. Since we're going to be doing more damage, we kind of want more shots, if that makes sense. This perk is extremely flexible because this doesn't buff your Warcry, it buffs your weapon. So if you want to go full Warcry, there are a ton of other support team perks that you can get. I recommend going on FortniteDatabase.com or FortniteDB.com for a list of perks for Warcry. They're all on there. We then have Fight or Flight. Warcry grants 8.5% additional weapon damage and 8.5% movement speed. The weapon damage stacks with the commander weapon damage, the additional 25%. So we're doing more than 30% extra damage, which is pretty insane. Practiced in combat increases Warcry duration by 3 seconds. That's just handy. Competent Smite decreases Warcry energy cost by 38%. This is very important because Warcry, it costs a lot of energy and we don't have any energy regain perks. Although Warcry does last a while and the cooldown is quite long, so that won't matter as much, but if you are going to be using your other abilities, this comes in handy. Leadership decreases Warcry cooldown by 17%. This stacks with the team perk, so hopefully we're going to be popping these out as frequently as we can. So apart from that, let's get into game. Okay, so we're in, and before we do actually start like shooting up posts, I just want to say that the Major Oswald skin looks really good. All of the home base heroes were never meant to be put into 3D models, and I think so far every one of them look great, apart from maybe Dennis. He looks lankier than usual, but this looks great and really close to the original. And yeah, let's just quickly kill this guy. So the actual weapon we're going to be testing for the extra weapon damage from the Warcry is going to be the Jack's Revenge. Let's actually get some Jack's Revenge damage without the Warcry. You could just not see that because of the energy. Let's try and get a better shot. About 200k, that was doing a crit. That pierce. 115. It's going to change, but the damage is around 115,000. So that's basically what the multiplayer is going to be for the extra 33.5% damage from all the perks. I don't know. Let's use our Warcry here. We're going to see the snare come into effect. There you go. You can see which husks are snared by the arrow on their head. Let's just get some damage. 500k, that was a crit and the multiplier. Another 500k. 500k. 200k, that was just good wound. So if you get a crit, you are going to be doing a ton of damage. Okay, the Warcry wore off and we've got 28 seconds left to our next one. But you see what I mean? You're going to be hitting a lot more damage usually, especially if you use an AR with high damage, maybe like I forget the weapon name. Blunderbuss is going to be really effective with this. The Grunt. Anything which has high damage, fires fast maybe, you are going to be doing a ton more extra damage with this Warcry. Especially if you have a build which specializes around the weapon that you're using. It's going to be really, really more effective. Now let's see if I can get all these back together so I can Warcry again. See the snare come into play. There you go. You can also see by the yellow effects which are pulling off a stone. That's basically saying that they're snared. 600k almost there, 598,000. Ton more damage. Although the snares already wore off, is that because we left the range? I don't know if you saw that, but our Warcry was already still active and the snare wore off. I don't know if that's because we walked outside of the range of the other husks. That's interesting actually. Let's see if we can quickly find a Mist Monster to snare. Any close by? No? No. I'll be back in a minute. Okay. I found one, and this is going to be held just because of all the husks nearby. You also just heard him say Smasher. I don't know if you could hear that well, but he has a ton of exclusive voice lines which sound amazing. You can test them out in game when it comes out, or you get it from the collection book. Can we quickly dance actually? Which dance activates the voice line? It's pony up. Pony up, is it? Pony up, pony up, pony up, pony up. Oh no, I'm getting off topic. Let's quickly just shoot him for initial damage. Is that 80k? Oh, it's because he's energy, right? So we're going to be doing reduced damage. Let's quickly walk right. Look, even when he charges and he's snared, that's so much slower than usual. Okay, still affected. 400k. 400k and it pierced. And I'm dead. But you get the picture. We probably would have took him out within 2 more shots. It multiplies that damage by a lot, especially if you crit. If you crit with this additional Warcry damage, you're going to be doing so much more than what you originally should be doing. It's actually quite amazing, especially with the snare. Against smashers especially, when you're doing like a, I don't know, retrieve the data maybe, and you're just getting bombarded. Just snare them with the Warcry. Like, I feel like this makes so many situations easier, just by, you know, them taking more damage, especially with epic mini bosses. You can get your whole team to just fire on the epic mini boss as soon as you snare it and make it take extra damage. I think Major Oswald is very good. If you don't want to wait for him, you might as well pick him up early, unless he's already out by the time this video comes out. I'm not sure when this video is going to come out. But I think that'll do it for this video. Again, thank you so much for 400 subscribers and all the support, even though I can't put these out as usually as I'd want to. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Look at that guy. God, he's missing a hand. Huh.